We've shown you several times here on the show how to measure for custom wheels. There's several things you need to know. You need to know the diameter of the wheel, but you need to know the width as well, and the offset, which is how far in or out it is in relation to the hub. Another thing that's important, of course, is your lug pattern, how many studs you have, and the spacing. Ours is 5 on 4.5 in this instance. But when a custom set of wheels is being made, the company that's making them for you may request some more information. There's like 3 major things they'll want. We're going to talk about those today. One of the things they may want to know would be the hub diameter, which is right here, especially if you're using a hub-centric wheel. We're going to use a dial indicator to measure that. You could do it with a measuring tape, but it's not going to be as precise. All right, it's 2.775. The next 2 measurements involve the caliper itself. One is going to be the radius, which means from the center of the hub here to the outside edge of the caliper at its widest point, which is going to be right around here in this edge. The other measurement is going to be caliper overhang, which is very important. What that means is the amount that the caliper overhangs the hub, or in our case, how far the caliper sticks out from the face of our rotor here, which is where the wheel's going to mount. All right, this measurement I'm taking is going to be the radius, and I've got it on the highest point of the caliper there, and I want to find out how far it is from there to the center of the hub here. It looks like it is 7 3/4 inch. Now the next measurement we're going to get is going to be the caliper overhang. So I'm going to use the same square, put it on the face of the caliper, but I want to make sure that I get my measurement from the square to the face of the rotor. So there's 2 things I want to make sure. One, I've got a couple of nuts on here so that the rotor is completely flush up against the hub. That's the first thing. And the second thing is I want to make sure that this is going to be parallel with that rotor as well. So I'm going to take 2 measurements, one over here and one over here, make sure this is straight, and figure out what the spacing is. Close. All right, that measurement was 2.285, but since I measured from the outside of my square to the face of the rotor, and I need to measure from the inside, I just need to minus that thickness there. All right, 1.502, a little bit of math, carry the 1. All right, that's, what was it? 783 thousandths. So that's exactly what our caliper overhang is, 0.783. Well, that's all there is to it. Now keep in mind, if you are running an aftermarket brake setup, most of the time, all of that information's already done for you and is available online. But if you're running something kind of odd or a factory style setup, you may have to measure it yourself.